Hey there viewers, and welcome back to Grumpy Monkey Garage. We've got another React video for you. We're going to be looking at r/TTYCARMODS. So my cameraman, director, and assistant here just handed me his phone with these pictures. And we have, to start off, a Honda S2000 with apparently a hockey table attached to the... Look at this wing! Like... Yes. Is it a bike rack? Is it downforce? Who will know? What is the purpose of this? And he's got another spoiler. Look at that. He has a second spoiler on the trunk, and he's just put this giant wing on here. Oh, it goes with his giant wheels, though. There you go. What is going on? Oh, Jesus. All right, that's terrible. Don't do that to your cars. We have a it says bipolar paint job. I think this is actually a Pokeball paint job, this red and white going on, and the emblem in the front won't have a Chevy bow tie. It'll actually have a little Pokemon emblem. I've actually seen these before, at least here in the South. This is actually quite popular. I'm a hick, but I'm also a big nerd, so that's how that works. And of course there's an aeroplane in our video. All right, this car says spoon. Yeah, you know, we're just gonna, okay, next. We have electrical tape, and we have a yellow front wheel, and rainbow taillights with chrome going on here. There's a lot to unpack here. Like, that's just... Why did you pick these? These are terrible. Whoa! All right, we got a monster truck here. Giant chrome rear bumper on what appears to be some sort of 40s vehicle. And it has a Corvette emblem on the back, so maybe it's some sort of Chevy chassis conversion. But just gonna ignore that. Ah, yes. To save himself from the flooding, we have this guy who has got his ginormous rims on his Caprice, and he is at least 8 feet in the air. I mean, they can't make fun of him now because, you know, it's saving him from the flooding, so it's good. We have a Thunderbird Mutant with some flames. I mean, people can do what they want with paint jobs. I really don't think paint jobs are that big of a deal. For classic cars like this, I actually would prefer to, you know, leave it all classic, but I also noticed that the hood there doesn't fit all the way, and that's because, oh god, it's like a freaking modern Thunderbird with you know, old Thunderbird body parts on it. What the hell is this? What is that? Oh my god, the exhaust coming out underneath the door is just like atrocious. It literally looks like a flange. Okay, we'll just bolt this to nothing and just yeehaw it on there. All right, that qualifies, and this is woo. All right, I remember seeing this in primer around LA. It looks like he stuck to his guns and finished it. All right, so we have a Porsche, and he's made it into what looks like one of those toy cars that you used to pull back and let go on the track as a kid, and it looks really stupid. So, you know, everybody has their own thing, but yours is terrible. So, good job. Now that being said, I was making fun of this. I don't have the skill set to do that. So, I mean, I guess you're showing off a skill set that is pretty rare. But on the roof there, it definitely looks very phallic. So that's something to think about. Maybe it says something about your personality. What is this mod called? I'm going to call that the Transformer Lambo door Mustang mod thing going on. I mean, it almost looks like those handicap vans that have the hydraulics that, like, you know, pull you down. He just got them on upside down to, like, move the trunk out of the way with that scaffolding looking thing. I don't really know what else is going on there. Is that a parking garage? I don't. Ah, yes, we have a Civic Convertible. I saw this guy's on YouTube. I think his name is Ginger Billy. He's a comedian, and he has something that resembles this. That's who I immediately thought of when I saw this. So if you're familiar with who that is, yes, tell me that's not his. A Predatory Scion found at a Walmart parking lot in West Virginia. Well, your first mistake was West Virginia. Okay, because if you've been to West Virginia, it's all people who would love this Scion. And Scions are a good tasting car, by the way. No insult to the car, but the fact that it has shark teeth, I mean, it's just a statement really about West Virginia. Think about it. There's no East Virginia. They ate it. We have a severely lowered, I think that says Tahoe. It looks more like a GMC Yukon because of the mirror, but that definitely says Tahoe. Maybe it's custom. But he could also bottom out on a Pop-Tart, so maybe... I don't get lowered cars. I don't. All right, here we go. We've got a piece of rebar. And shift. Is it shifting? It's not shifting. Oh, it is shifting. Oh, so it's fine. Next. I've seen some sketchy things. On my end, there's no sound to this. But I mean, it's a Volkswagen, so it started out pretty shitty. And then you've got a piece of rebar for a stick shift, so, I mean, basically it's an improvement, really. Found in the wild. Originally it was a Ford Taurus. Well, that's why they had to modify it, because it is junk. And back when it was made of duct tape, I don't think it was a Ford Taurus. I think that says NATA on the back. Nata. It's a Ford Nata, whatever that is. And yes, so yeah, that's junk. Lots of junk. This truck says golf cart with lots of bloody handprints on it. Yes, that grill guard is the custom edition Protester Plow. It's very good if you have to drive through the northwest of America right now, or anywhere that's currently having rioting. So it's an interesting modification. I think this guy is definitely making a political statement out of it. Here we have a cow car. Well, it's a Dodge Dart, so that is better properly suited as a cow. These cars are a piece of crap, and every single person I know who has a newer Dodge Dart doesn't have the budget to fix it. Loud car going by. But yes, Dodge Darts are junk. I mean, if you want to make it a cow car, you know what? Maybe they are. Well, I hesitate to say, but maybe they like have some sort of stake in Chick-fil-A, or maybe they're a rancher. But I don't think any of those people would make such a terrible financial investment as a Dodge Dart. Ah, yes, giant pokey wheels off of some sort of Buick. A Buick Century with big stabby wheels. All right. Next, hard to see, but they drilled U-bolts. Can't read. Hard to see, but they drilled U-bolts through their roof to install a soundbar. Yes, I'm sure that won't leak water at all, idiots. Here we have a 3-axle, man. You know, my cameraman is very popular. I'm trying to look at these things, and every 10 seconds someone is texting him. 3-axle pickup based on a VAZ1111 Oka microcar. I mean, wouldn't a wheelbarrow be better suited? That seems just kind of... The wing and wrap are too much. It could have just been a Mustang. First of all, any car you ever see that's wrapped with anime on it, or the manga or whatever, I'm not in the culture. Whatever that is, it definitely makes a statement about the person, and I guarantee you that under the hood, it's a nightmare. And they probably have sound system and all this stuff that's wired up by their friend who doesn't know what the hell he's doing, and you know, there is no right way to put aftermarket stuff in your car other than taking it out of the car and throwing it in the trash. That's the right way to handle aftermarket stuff. Mom, can I get Thomas the Tank Engine? No, we have Thomas the Tank Engine at home. Thomas the Tank Engine at home. That car is creepy. Like, that car is like, look at that thing. Like, did they Bondo that? Like, what do we have? What is this car to begin with? It looks like that ugly Saturn. Like, we need to put up a picture of the ugly Saturn. I will find a good picture of the ugly Saturn, but it looks like that. But it's got European plates, so it could be some European trash. But it's, I mean, that's nightmare fuel right there. If that was coming up behind you just in traffic, I mean, that's scary. And here we have a 48-inch lift. Anytime I try to film, these idiots drive by. We have a 48-inch lift, and we have tiny little stock tires. And that's because his budget ran out and he has to wait for his allowance to come in. And here we have another one. There is outside, this is outside, an entire shop dedicated to this kind of stuff. This guy has what looked to have started life as maybe a Silverado. I think so, which is kind of a disgrace because no. Ha! Hello, Tomer. You're a Ford. That's definitely an F2 poopy. And he's going to get these giant mud tires put on there. And look at that exhaust tip. I mean, literally, you could stuff a baby up in that. I mean, you should not have an exhaust tip so big that small animals will use it as a dwelling. I mean, why? Does it make you cool? Is it compensating? I'm of the opinion that compensates. Like, fine, you want loud exhaust, great. But when you can actually use your exhaust as a baby cannon, that's a problem. Ah, we have this old, what is this? Some sort of Chevy or Dodge product because of the way the spark plugs are routed. And we have a coffee can covering the alternator. I believe that's a coffee can. And we have the spinny thing on top of your house covering the carburetor. You know what? That is balling on a budget, is what that is. And if that works, I'm impressed. Maybe it's like that Cyclone thing they used to sell at the AutoZones to like get better gas mileage, and he's just, doing a proof of concept before he purchases it. FYI, it doesn't work. But definitely you need an air filter on that. But that is clearly a very old car. I mean, there's literally nothing under this hood. I mean, maybe it's a 40s Ford with a small block Chevy stuffed in it. I don't know. Not familiar enough with classics. But anyway, that's all I've got time for today. That was a bunch of crap. Definitely just don't modify your cars. And if you're going to modify your cars and you bring it to a shop and they charge you more, it's because you modified your car and made it harder for the rest of us. Yeah, there's just so much junk. Be sure to give us a like here on YouTube, subscribe, check us out on TikTok. We have some of our own shitty car mods that have come into our shop, and you can take a look at those. And yeah, leave us some comments or send us some messages on any of the social media with your shitty car mods, and I will ruthlessly mock them as well.